We're the indie project, Bea and Theo, and we've been living and travelling the world in vans for the past 6 years. We're currently renovating an abandoned stone barn in Portugal to turn it into a beautiful tiny home for us and our cat, Gingy Bear. Follow our journey from the very beginning as we document the whole process of creating an off-grid home. It's pretty chilly this morning, look. The Pisactra's frozen and we woke up. It was -1 degrees Celsius. Oh, chilly, chilly. Check out this cup of water that I found that was left out. I can't believe it's frozen. This is mad. This is the coldest we've ever seen it here. I mean, we've seen frost, but not like, this is legit ice. And the build continues. Theo is surveying what needs to be done today. What's on the plan?
I'm thawing out.
Look at that!
Freezing.
You got your down jacket on.
First time I've worn this in a long time. But yeah, I'm just planning out what the plan is for today, really.
What is the plan?
Well, I need to frame off the door frame so we can start some cladding, which is exciting. We can get the Tyvek on. So we've got the stapler ready for that, and there's a few other bits and pieces, and hopefully we might even get the roofing on.
Oh. It's looking so nice. I can't wait for it to be finished.
Wait till that's framed.
Yeah.
And we got the cladding on there. It's just going to bring it to life.
It's going to look so nice. It is going to look like a house. Chicken house.
Not you in the doghouse, in the chicken house. And you actually be pleased.
So this is the frame for the door to go on?
Yeah.
The hinges?
Not the hinges. This is just basically so we've got something to butt the cladding up to.
Ah, yeah.
So you're like framing the doorway, because otherwise you'd just have loads of loose ends of cladding and it wouldn't look very nice. So this will give us something to work towards. I'm actually really hot and need to take my coat off. It's only been about 5 minutes.
Now the sun's out, it's getting warm. Unsurprisingly, that tends to be what happens with the sun. So these new planks down here, there and there that Theo's put in, basically are creating a square, which means that all of the sand and substrate that's in here won't just flop into the corners, which is impossible to clean, and it makes a nice easy area, nice and square, just easier to work in, really. We're definitely going to stay in that.
Oh, it's going to look amazing. Really dark stain on the front, I reckon.
So what are you doing, just marking the back?
Yeah, I'm just marking the back, then we're going to cut them all on the mitre so we get the nice angle, go all the way up around the door frame, do the other side, and then we need to put the Tyvek on first, and then we'll put the cladding on. But we're doing it this way because once the Tyvek's on I won't be able to mark it.
Yeah.
It'll just be a bit more complicated. This is a lot quicker.
Bet he's just checking that it's all adequate, that he can get through the door. Not enough headspace.
That's the human door, mate.
Look how much room he's got, it's amazing.
After the last few nights, he's trying to inspect to see if there's a heat source.
He's like, where's the wood burner? I thought I heard you saying a wood burner, guys. Well, I don't see one. In fact, It's pretty open.
Perfect height for under the mezzanine.
It is.
We planned that nicely.
So we've now done the second side. It's not fixed down because we need to attach some stuff behind it, and Theo's just figuring out the stuff.
Basically, there's nothing to attach the cladding here, so we're going to have cladding on the side of this dormer, which is going to look lovely. But I've got these bits of scrap wood that I can literally just screw in there, and then I've got something to fasten the cladding to.
And just like that, the cladding's on. Well, it's not actually fixed, but we've done it.
How cute does it look? We've done both sides now, so this side and that side. We just got the back of the A-frame to clad, and then we're ready to put the Tyvek on and the tiling battens, and we're ready to move forward.
This will not be staying this colour.
No, this is way too
It looks so out of place.
It does. We're going to stain this with the same stuff that we used on our veranda, so it should look really nice.
Yeah, so we need to take that off now and clad this back bit here. The back, all here is going to be cladded, but we're not putting any of that on. We're doing all the templates and then Tyvek.
Yeah, Tyvek, and then this will go over the Tyvek. The weather's changed again and it's gone super cloudy, and there's a real blistering cold wind, so I popped my jacket back on, but you can see behind me what we've been doing. It looks absolutely mental, but this is all the leftover cladding from our actual barn roof, so it's all just sitting there not doing anything. So we're going to use it on the chicken coop, and it looks amazing. We've just literally clamped it in position so we can do the marks and then cut it down. So what Bee's doing now is she's just marking all the individual cuts that we need to make and numbering each individual one, so we know how to put it back together, basically, because it can get quite complicated when there's this many pieces of cladding. But yeah, it's looking good. When they're all cut, it's going to be a really nice cabin, cozy Swedish Norwegian cabin vibe. So we have here an absolutely humongous cut list for Theo. It looks like some sort of demented modern art Christmas tree. And also, actually, it's an advent calendar because there's 24 pieces of wood. So angel. Theo's the angel, rather or just traumatic angel. Out a big So yeah, this is Christmas Eve going all the way down. No, this is obviously what we just showed you, but Theo's got a lot of cutting to do, so better get cracking before the sun sets. So whilst Theo's busy beavering away working on all the wood just around there, I'm sure you can hear the generator, I'd like to say a big thank you to today's sponsor, which is Blinkist. Now, Blinkist has fast become my favourite app on my entire phone. If you don't know what Blinkist is, let me show you. So I've got the app on my phone here, and it's fantastic because it allows you to read books. Now, I don't have time to sit down and spend hours reading books at the moment. Blinkist gets all the highlights of a book and condenses it into 15 minutes, so you can sit down and read an entire book with your morning coffee, or listen to it podcast style, which I've been doing in the mornings when I get up and do my morning routine, which involves letting the chickens out, feeding the chickens, sorting out the cats, having breakfast and getting ready for the day. I really enjoy the fact that I'm capable of listening or reading to books again and not having to spend loads of time doing it in the meantime. If you'd like to try out Blinkist, the first 100 people to go to the link in our description can get unlimited access for 1 week to try it out, and also get 25% off if you want the full membership. The 7-day trial is completely free and you can cancel it at any time during that period. I really hope that you enjoy Blinkist as much as I have. I'm so happy that I'm able to find the time to read books again. It's another really cold morning here in Portugal, and I don't think the sun's going to come out today, which is a shame, but we're going to fight on through because today is a big day. We should be able to finally get the battens on and actually start doing the roof. cladding has got frost on it, and B's using the templates of our cladding to cut the Tyvek size, which is really clever. This means that, again, we'll have a little wastage, hardly anything at all, and it makes it way easier than having to put it in position and then cut it afterwards.
So Theo's just trimming up some wood, which is why there's the sound of the generator going on, but we've started to apply the Ecotech, which is basically a draft deterrent and a waterproof membrane, so it's fantastic, and it'll make it nice and dark in here as well. Not too dark because we've got the window, but it's actually really exciting to get moving. Once all this stuff is on, we can clad and attach the reapers, and then the actual tiles can go on. Yes, we're going to be tiling it. We've got spare tiles, the old tiles from the roof on the barn, so yeah, this is going to be tiled. Ha-ha! Are you having fun? Are you enjoying the new chicken coop?
We've run out of staples, so we've had to resort to using nails, which isn't the end of the world, but it's a bit
frustrating because I know we've got a whole packet of them, but I tidied them away so well.
I think we've used them on the barn, yeah.
Oh, I don't feel so bad then. I thought I'd hidden them away. So we've cladded the whole front now. We're going to be painting it. It's very bright and it needs protecting.
Looking good.
It is.
Whoa.
Yeah, a bit sketchy there.
We've framed up the outside of the window now, so that gave us a nice flat side to put the cladding up against. It looks really nice. Just need to pop this last bit off, and I've marked it, and I'll get the skill saw on there and woof, and then we're done, and then we can start painting the cladding, putting the battens on, and hopefully moving on to tiling, because moving on to the tiling is what we're most excited about, because I think it's just going to transform this whole little hut into something incredible.
Nice. Like a glove? Like a glove. It's getting pretty gusty. It's really weird weather today. It was a beautifully sunny morning and now it's really cloudy, dark clouds, incredible gusts of wind, but we're putting the tiles on so they're not really affected by anything. They're heavy pieces of tile. So I'm going to show you what we've been up to. So this is what we've been doing so far today. We've framed the window up, added the cladding, which needs painting, and we had to put the cladding on first because the reapers would get in the way when we butt them up. So the cladding is on, it looks really good, and let me show you what we've done on the other side.
This is ridiculous. We've started tiling this side. They're mega old tiles. There's lots of broken ones that we can't use. Hopefully we've got enough to do both sides, because it would look weird if we just did one side. But it's got lichen all over it. They look
beautiful.
Really rustic. I think it's going to look amazing when it's all done, but we just need to put the battens all the way up. These were just kind of 3 test rows to see if it actually worked, because this is such a steep pitch. I think it's a bit too steep really for these tiles, but they're hanging on for dear life. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't work, it's not the end of the world. The tiles were free, they're just hanging around doing nothing, and we can replace it with sheet metal roofing, but we're gonna try this method for now.
I'm recording this again because our mic is really struggling at the moment. I think it's quite old. We've had it for about 5 years and it's on its last legs. But basically, we got a little bit confused because the tiles were playing a trick on us. It's lovely to be using these old tiles and they do look absolutely amazing. It makes the chicken coop look like it's been here for a very, very long time. But we discovered, after meticulously placing each reaper the exact length apart that they should be, that the tiles themselves are varying in length by about a centimetre, some of them. And I don't know if that's just because they're old and weathered or that's how they were made, but it meant that at first we were getting so confused because we were like, we're doing it to the right length, but actually the tiles themselves are different lengths. So as you can see, they still look really nice and it adds another little quirky look to it, so we're really happy that it's going this way. My beautiful girl, you don't like the wind, do you? What a fan. Oh, look at you. You enjoying some Fernando free time? We've got a new addition to the cabin. It's Gingy Bear. She's decided she wants to live in here. Time away from everyone. Hi, Ginge.
And the impact driver as well. Cheers, mate. Look at this guy. I'm so happy with how this tiling looks. And Fernando he just couldn't wait to test it out. He loves it up there. He's playing with fire a little bit because they are not cemented in yet. So good luck up there, little boy. He actually looks so picturesque. Look at that. It's been a really weird weather day today. Really windy, storm force winds again. And this doesn't usually happen in Portugal, by the way, but since we've come back, the weather seems really bizarre. It's really different to how it's been the last 3 years, but we're just cracking on with it. We've got a lot done. Bee's headed out to the supermarket to get some nice food for tonight. She'll probably be back in about an hour. And yeah, I'm just gonna crack on and keep tiling. So this is where I'm at. I've just laid the first row of tiles and then I'm working my way up, so I'm going to fit the battens. It should be about 3 and a little bit tiles there, so I'm going to need some tile cutting around the dormer, but that's not a problem. Fernando's causing mischief as usual. He just loves it. He just loves being around us and just hanging out all day, herding the chickens. He has great time on the farm, but look at this. It just is coming together. I'm so happy with it. What do you reckon, Fernando? You like it? Yeah? The sun has just made an appearance for the first time today and it's really nice actually. It's really cold as well, but I've just done another row of tiles and then I've come up to the tricky part there. That's going to be interesting. I'm going to have to cut some tiles. But yeah, it's coming together really nicely.
I'm just sanding down the side of the cladding so it's a nice smooth piece, and also to get rid of any little rough bits and get it ready for painting, because this is going to be painted the same colour as that, which protects it from the sun and the rain.
Exactly, because I can't go any higher now because I'm going to be touching the dormer, so that needs to be painted before I go up one more tile.
Yeah, so I don't think it'll take me very long. I'll get cracking on it now actually.
B's nearly completed the painting and it's already looking 10 times better. It just blends in so much nicer with the terracotta tiles.
I'm also going to be painting the window itself, not the glass obviously, just the panes, because it's really old and doesn't look that nice, and we've got some beautiful paint, so I'm going to give it a facelift so it doesn't matter that I'm getting some of the stain on it because I'm going to paint over it anyway.
This side is a lot more technical. I've already had to do quite a few cuts already, but the way I planned it is minimal cuts, so actually when the whole thing's over I might have cut like, I don't know, 10 tiles.
That's
it's not
bad.
a lot really, maybe a few more, but I reckon 10 to 12. And if you look at this, I've cut all of these ones really nicely.
They look great.
They look really good, and also we're going to have a really nice shelf that we're going to put plant pots and stuff over that, so it'll really like hide it, but it doesn't even need hiding, it looks really neat. And then what I'm doing here is I'm just eyeballing where it needs to be, because there's a slant that goes up that direction.
Right.
So I need to put the tiles on along here, and then this one needs to be cut to size, and then it should just slot in nicely. You want it as close as you can to the wall, and then I'm going to put some like a membrane over it eventually, so the water runs down the wall and over the tile and down and out.
They look so lovely. They look like they've literally been here for a very long time already, so it gives the cabin a bit of a rustic feel, I suppose.
Really rustic, it's really nice.
So you need to cut that?
I need to cut this one, so you can kind of see here it goes from small to big, and it's getting wider as it goes up, so I'm pretty sure I can guess the angle. It's still a straight line, but I just need to go thicker.
Moment of truth.
This tests if it actually works or not. It's about to rain as well.
Oh no.
Which is odd because it's really nice and sunny.
Oh, that's perfect.
There we go.
You're a wizard.
Happy with that.
You're a wizard, Theo.
Looking good!
It looks insane! Look at that! Just wow!
I'm about to get to a very tricky part right now. So we've got to do this roof coming off this way and join the other ones going that way, so it's going to be fun. Guys, how good does the A-frame look? The chickens are just hanging out outside it, waiting for the keys so that they can finally move in. It's very nearly finished. We have a front door. It's all tiled and looks amazing with all the lichen on the tiles. It looks like it's been here forever. And that dormer window, it's just spectacular. It came out so much better than I thought it was gonna. So that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed seeing the process of us building this A-frame cabin. I can't wait to show you a full tour of it in the next video, and also make sure you tune in next week because we are back on the barn build and we are carrying on with finishing our house project, and we can't wait to get back on it now.